Hello everyone and welcome back to another how to build video. This is how to build Tundra Hunter Giant Skadi. So Skadi is a very good unit. She came out at a time where Kyo was very prevalent in the meta. And I thought I might as well do a video on her because she's actually still a very decent PvE character and can even be used for PvP. Her crit damage is decent, she's running attack crit down. Lifesteal is good, pierce rate's good, resistance on the mess side, crit chance is actually very good, crit resistance is okay, crit defense is very good. So let's look at her cards. So this is a custom card that only she has, which whenever she uses a card, she debuffs herself. This gives her 1 debuff, 2 debuffs, and 3 debuffs, which are all very useful. Obviously, she has a card that removes buffs, and at level 3 removes buffs and stances. Her ultimate is the same as Brynhild's, Green Brynhild's, but it's AoE, and it's actually pretty good, especially if she gets stacks of a passive. And the passive is decrease all enemies' attack and defense by 8% and increase allies' skill damage dealt by 15% for each debuff applied on her, very much, on this hero, on her. She's a very good unit. I've only got a 2/6, but you don't really need a high ult level for her to do a stupid amount of damage. Let me give you a quick example. Obviously, this is in training ground, so take everything with a pinch of salt. She also got attack crit dam on. So this is 3 debuffs, 268k, 315k, and then we do the ult. Oh, I've got to escape animation. Anyway, watch it. Her ultimate's actually super sick. I really like her ultimate. This is what I like the most, when she fires that arrow. This sort of transition. I really like that. There you go. 196k isn't too bad for 2/6. Plus, she of course only had 5 buffs on her, 5 debuffs, and it can stack higher than 5 debuffs. But obviously, she can only inflict 5 debuffs on herself, and also they come with a slightly negative effect, which is lowering her max HP by 2%. I'm sorry, pardon me. So if there is 5 debuffs on her, you are losing 10% of your max HP. So when it comes to gear, mine isn't very good, but I used to use her for deer until we got Freya. But obviously you can use her for deer. You can also use her for dogs. But if you're going to use her for dogs or for geared PvP, I recommend HP defense. Only so she can tank more, because people will target her. Because she is the most irritating character in the game. She can lower the enemy's defense and attack, as well as increasing your own. She is terrifying, and she is super strong, especially in PvP. They have a Kyo, and she gets like every ignite. Let's say she has 8 ignites. She got the 4 ignites twice in a row, plus her passive, so she's got 13 debuffs. Well, you're doing a lot of damage. A hell of a lot of damage. You'd be doing around 195% extra damage per skill, and their stats would be lowered by a huge percent to a point where they'd be doing no damage, which is super broken, especially for a character like Scotty. Let's get on to her outfits now. So for her outfits, I don't have all of them. You don't actually need all of them, but if you are going to use her in PvP, I do recommend getting all of them. If you're using her for stuff like deer, you don't really need it. If you're using her for dogs, you might want to get the outfits as well, because dogs is a very hard, it's very hard content. This is the free headgear I think we got with her. Obviously, this outfit here is the one you could get from the past using the Hawk points, but obviously that's no longer in there. Her relic is a little bit contradictive, meaning that doesn't work with her, only works when she's not debuffed. But let's just say you get all 3 stacks, right, and then you start debuffing yourself. It's fine, you keep all 3 stacks, and you get 6%, you get 18% increase to all your stats, as well as still being able to debuff and get all your extra buffs, and so on and so forth. But I think they made this, that means you could use her in PvP. Obviously, it activates before the skill, so I think you could get 2 sacks as long as you're not debuffed immediately. You go first, turn 1. But she's actually a very good character. Her relic is also made by the dogs, so it is very hard to get, I'm not going to lie. It's super hard to get. Dogs are very irritating boss. I don't recommend doing it unless you've got nothing else to do, because it's very time consuming, very painful, and very stamina pot consuming as well. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I also have a playlist that's got a bunch of how to build videos on it if you're interested in building ReZero characters. I've got slime characters on there, festivals, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.